Welcome all, welcome to this session of Design Engineering 1B. Today we'll be talking about mind mapping, okay? And then I'll be interacting with you people to know something more, some more details about your projects, okay? So let me show the disclaimer first and then we'll start the session. Okay, so let's start the session now. And today, what I'll be doing is I'll be displaying the I'll be talking about mind mapping. So this slide is basically an open resource developed by GTU. So we'll be referring that only. Okay, that was developed by Open Design School by Professor Karanjit C. So, and this is an open resource, so we can surely use this. Okay, so let's start with what is mind mapping basically. Okay, so basically, you know what, when do you need, mind mapping is basically when you are tired of constantly getting lost in, lots of ideas, and even your incomplete concepts are there, or you just have, you get words into your mind, but you're not able to make a full problem statement out of it. Okay, and these all things come from your observations that you've done, or from the brainstorming sessions, or from the interview sessions that you might have done with your user. Okay, so because see what happens is in observations you come to observe a lot of things. Okay, and in brainstorming and interview sessions you typically ask a lot of questions, right? So many new things come out, much more new knowledge comes out. Okay, and that's why lots of ideas even come to your mind. So what you should do is, in that case, to basically deal with those kind of things, you should use a mind mapping tool, right? So let us see what basically is mind mapping. So this was invented by Tony Buzan, and mind mapping is a great way to brainstorm. Basically, why it is used? It is used to brainstorm. Okay, and even you can make a plan out of it. You can even turn ideas into steps. Okay, so that the steps which are needed to make your idea to be a real, right? And it is basically nothing but a technique where you can do visual representation of your ideas. Okay, and through that visual representation you can show the relationships between different ideas that you have, different concepts or other information. Okay, and it also helps basically in tasks like project planning and collecting and organizing data. Okay, collecting and organizing data, and also brainstorming and presentation. Okay, so this kind of tasks can also be easily accomplished using mind mapping, and to basically to solve it helps us to solve the problems and find resources and uncover new ideas. Okay, and mostly students also do this. Why students basically use if you are not a design engineering student, still you can use this for your revision purposes. Okay, when when we were in graduation, we also used to make mind maps to do revision, okay, of the subjects, typically for programming language subjects, or technical subject. Okay, so okay, so if you go with the definition, then it is say that a mind map is nothing but a visual representation of hierarchical information that includes central data surrounded by connected branches of associated topics. Okay, so there is a central idea. What happens is there is a central idea around which there is a kind of hierarchical information, right? And it is basically connected with it is surrounded by lots of connected branches which are of of associated topics, and all this thing is being represented as a visual representation. So this is just a simple example that I will show. This is how a mind map would look. The whole definition would be could be broken into a simple mind map. Okay. So that is about mind map, right? Now, why to use mind map? Okay. So see, check this out. The mind map itself, there is a mind map to understand why to use mind map. Okay. You see. So this will help you understand why we need mind map. Okay, so use, what is the use basically? Okay, so you can use just for one page, in one page all ideas would come, and it will in one it will help you activate your left and right brains. Okay, both the brains would get activated when you start using these kind of mind maps, because you have to deal with lots of information on a single page. Then you may reduce, with the help of mind map, what you can do is you may reduce overload of information, overwhelming information to the necessary information, and you may even reduce the working time and studying time. See, here studying is coming. You see that I told you that we used to make use of mind maps for what? For studying purposes, for revision purposes. Okay, so obviously it helps you to reduce the time for studying. So it is read as like this. Why mind map? Because it helps you to reduce the time for studying. Okay, so in this way, in this sequence, we read the mind map. Okay. Similarly, if you say it improves something, what does it improve? So basically it improves your thinking. Okay, it helps you organize something which is in a creative manner, and it helps you to make informed decisions, and also solve your problem with proper planning. Okay, so all these activities that are related to thinking are easily manageable with the help of mind map. Okay, it also helps you improve taking notes, making and taking of notes. Okay, and it also helps you improve your memory in order to remember and recall things, in order to remember and recall various things from your memory. Okay, so that is what is why to use mind mapping. So basically we were presenting mind map, right? So here is a mind map to understand why to use mind map. Okay, here basically we have a mind map to understand why to use mind map. So mind map can be used, why do we use mind map? To basically to put all the information in just one page. You can use mind map. You can use make use of both left and right brains. You can activate both left and right brains with the help of using mind map. It will allow you to reduce information that is overloaded or overwhelming. Okay, and also allow you to reduce time of working and studying. Okay, and then it also allows you to improve the thinking. It allows you to do organizing tasks easily in a creative manner. Also, it allows you to make informed decision making, a good problem solving and planning. Okay, so it allows you to do all this thinking tasks in a creative manner, and you can easily take notes. Taking notes and making notes is very easy using mind map. And it also allows you to memorize, that is to remember and to recall. Okay, so you can improve your memory uh, and improve your remembering and recalling power. Okay, now the last one is communicate. You may want to, you may want to do better communication, or you may want to make better presentations for your of your planning, of your delivery, or of your action plan. You may use it to communicate in between teams. You may use it to write letters, reports, and documents also. Okay, so these are the various things in which the mind map can be used for. Okay. So, okay. So, what are the benefits basically? The benefits are that it helps you do a better brainstorming, okay, a better brainstorming, and explore any idea or a concept or problem. Okay, it also facilitates better understanding of relationships and connections between different ideas and concepts. And it makes it easy to communicate new ideas and thought processes. The thought processes are very much important. Thought processes that you have that can be easily communicated to your team members, to your to maybe to your faculties or to your peers or to your juniors in that way, or to the general public. It also allows students to easily recall information. You see, students use it a lot. Why? To recall the information during the examinations. Okay. It also helps students to take notes and plan the tasks. Okay. Then it makes it easy to organize ideas and concepts. Okay. So we'll make a mind map soon. Okay. Now, how to basically use it. So what you do is you begin with a main concept or idea to which the rest of the maps revolves around, right? For example, if you are making a mind map for your project, then you keep project in center. Okay, you keep project in center, and from there, what you do is, so once you're done choosing this topic, okay, you can even do what you can even create an image or write a word that represents your idea. Okay, and once you've done that, now what you will do is we'll create branches, as many as needed. For example, project planning, project team, project output, etc., project resources. In that way, you will create various what branches. Okay, and then you can create sub branches out of them. You can create what? You can create sub branches out of these. Okay. Now, what are these branches for? Basically, these branches may represent a single word that relates to the main topic directly. Okay, and you can you can use different colors and images to differentiate the branches and subtopics. Okay, and then you can create sub branches that stem out from the main branches, which expand on the ideas and concepts. Okay, and this sub branches will also contain words that basically elaborate on the topic of branch it stems from. So these are elaboration of the the main topic. Understand? And so it helps you to develop and elaborate an overall theme of the mind map. Okay, so this is one example where how to mind map. See, okay, how to make use of mind map or how to do a mind map. So check this out. This is a mind map for how to do mind map. So first thing is to start at the center of a blank paper with a colorful image to represent your subject. So here it is, the how to mind map. That's the question. So it has been put as an image. Okay. Then second part is to use words and pictures throughout your map. Wherever possible, use a single keywords printed along each line. Okay, and each word or picture sits on its own line. So see it. If paper is there, you write it over here and not below the line. You write it above the line and not below the line. All the words have been written above the line. Okay, make sure the words are written above the line. Okay. See, how to write a mind map? Basically, we use paper. What kind of paper? Blank paper. What kind of? Landscaping. And you will start in center. You will start in center. So you see, this whole statement has been represented as this particular branch. The statement number 1 has been represented as this branch. You see, check this out. That start with the center of a blank lancer page. So this page is this paper, blank is this, landscape is this, and colorful image to represent your subject, and then start at center. That's what it say. Okay, here it is, start at center. Okay, then use what you have to use. You have to use words and pictures. So here it is, use what? Use various words, images. You can use color. Okay, and when you use words, what you have to do is it should be printed along a line. So you should try to print it out, and each word sits on its own line, and wherever possible we have to use a single keyword. So you see, single is there, key is there. Okay, so single keywords have to be used. Okay, so see, this statement has been broken into what? This particular branch. Which branch? This use branch. Okay, then we have what? Then we have this third one is the lines make association between ideas as clear as possible, right? So make them flowing and organic, and each line the same length as the word or the image. So see, we have to make sure that the associations between the ideas are clear. Okay, and the length of the line should be such that you see this thinner 2, that word is a longer word, so the line is also going that much longer. You see, okay, it should not happen that your word ends over here and the branch is going more farther, or your word is ending this, your word is this much and your branch is coming up to this much only. It should not happen like that. Okay, so you have to ensure that the lines connect to the end of the line at the previous level. Lines should be get well connected. You see, all these lines are connected at this junction. All these lines are connected at this junction. You see, so typically lines will be thicker at the center and thinner further out. That's what we say. So you see, this much part is a thicker branch, then somewhat thinner, and then at the end these are very thinner. You can see the branches go on becoming very thin. You see that? Yes. So the third part is this, lines. Lines should be what? Should be used to connect. It should be thicker and thinner in the end, thicker out in the start, thicker when it starts and thinner when it ends. Okay, and the length should be proper according to the word and according to the image, and the it should follow an organic flowing method. Okay, so flow is maintained natural. It looks like as if it's a natural flow. Understand? Then comes the style. you have to experiment with different ways of linking and emphasizing different aspects. So you use, what you may try to use highlighters, codes, and arrows as and when necessary. Okay, to style your mind map. So you can see here what they've done is here they have did the styling like in various colors. This is a red color branch, then this is a blue color branch, and this is an orange color branch, and this is a green color branch in that way. Okay. Okay. So style basically should include what? Include fun, emphasis on something. Okay. It should highlight personal things and the beauty of your idea. Okay, understand? That's what is an emphasis on style. And the last one, basically, okay, last one deals with the structure that should develop. Will be a radiant hierarchy. The structure should have a radiant hierarchy, and with ideas radiating out from the central theme and main branches. Okay, so see here the structure is focused also on up to how to mind map basically is a uh, is this itself is a mind map that follows a particular structure that is very clear. There are clear associations, and it is very much radiant and also hierarchical. Hierarchy is followed, you see. What hierarchy is followed? That each idea is first been written on the main branch, and then the sub ideas have been added. Okay, and then even some more branches have been added to those sub ideas. You see, this is what it is. This is how it is. So levels have been defined. You see, this particular branch goes up to 3 level. This particular branch goes up to 2 levels. This particular branch goes up to 2 levels. This particular branch goes up to let's say single level or something like that. Okay. So you make sure that you use mind map properly. And now we should have got an idea how to do a mind map and why to do a mind map. Okay. So see, this is one mind map made by the people. Just a minute. Okay, so this mind map has been made for the design thinking. Why do you use design thinking? Okay, basically to develop empathy among your user. For empathy, what do? You do the observation, and to do the observation, what do? You basically note down the observation through AEIO sheet. You do the role playing, or you interview your user. Okay, role playing means to do the work that they are doing, be a part of their regular routine. Okay, then you basically need design thinking for ideation, for brainstorming and mind mapping. Okay, so you use design thinking to for ideation purposes and also for product development purposes, to show your functionalities, what form of your product is and what are the features of your product are, right? And then you may even use design thinking to do the prototype, that is to make a final prototype, iterate over it, and so it will be like starting from here, make a rough prototype, iterate over it. Okay, and then make a final prototype. Okay, And you may then also do what? You may then you also do the testing with a real user, or technology or an engineering testing kind of thing. And then finally you may basically uh, do what? You may finally launch the business model. Okay, so you can see this is how design thinking, the mind map of design thinking has been used, right? This is what we do in our subject, right? In this design engineering, this is what we do, right? We basically have to make empathy, we have to do the observation, we have to do make the ideation sheets, we have to do the product development, we have to make a prototype, and we have to even test it out. And in final semesters you will be doing the business model. Okay, so this is how you use the design thinking, this is how you use the design thinking in your in your proper in your this subject itself, the design engineering. you know so these are some of the examples how to create innovative ideas, how to create a better earth, then homemade banana ice cream recipe, you see. So you can see how in a different ways it has been used. Okay, so I'll do one thing, I'll share this link with you people. Okay, I'll do one thing, I'll share this link with you people. Okay, and here it is, go ahead and start using this mind map. And let's do one more thing, let's make one mind map of your projects, of your projects, right? So let me start. Okay, what we will do is we'll be using this Miro board. Okay, we'll be using this Miro board, right? We had used this Miro board last time in order to get connected, right? And do some work. So let me show you how we can use the Miro board. It will take some time to open up. Okay, so see here we can use a mind map of our design engineering subject itself, right? So I'll go over here and I'll simply click on mind map. So see here I've got a mind map. I'll put DE project. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll click on plus over here, and it will give me one branch. What do I have to type? So in DE project, what you have to do, you have to basically focus on various canvases. Okay, then you also have to do what? You may also have to do the report or the project report, right? Then you may also need to uh, do the prototype, right? And then you may also need to make okay, so for prototype itself you may need what video of the prototype. Then I'll again say plus uh, working prototype. Okay, you can see how it goes. It just goes out of the, it zooms out, right? DE projects or report. Then you also have presentation to be made, right? So these are some of the things that you have to take care. So in canvases you do what? AEIOU canvas is there. Then typically you have empathy mapping canvas, right? Then you have what? You have typically uh, ideation canvas is there, right? You also have to follow product development canvas, right? And then you may also need to do mind mapping of your work, and we can take this mind map above, okay, or it may even take it over here in between, right? This is the proper place. So you do your AIO canvas, observation canvas basically, right? This is observation canvas. In observation, you do basically AEIOU, or you may do role playing, or you may do interviews, right? From those interviews and all, you come up with a particular observation, then you go with then you create empathy, and then you do mind mapping to put your all ideas, and then you create an ideation canvas, and finally we go with a final product, right? This is how you go ahead. Okay, so okay, so what I'll do is I'll stop the recording now, and we'll have the interaction about your project details, right? I want to know what have you progressed in your project. Fine.